Hello and welcome again to my channel and my bedroom. So, how exactly do you practice English when you are alone or you just don't have anybody to practice your English with? Well, I have a few tips that I'm going to share with you, and these are tips that work, and I have used them all myself, and today I'm going to give them to you to help you practice your English and become the best at English wherever you are, okay? So let us begin. I don't really know what the reason is. Maybe you just traveled, or maybe you live in an area where we just don't have people who speak English. You're the only one. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, these tips are gonna circumvent that problem. They're gonna solve that problem, So let us not waste time and just dive right in. I kind of brought my notebook here, as I always do. I brought my notebook, and I have the tips written down here. So please listen. And if you have to, go take your notebook as well so you can take some notes and don't forget them. So the first thing you're going to be doing is you are going to use reading. Reading. How exactly do you practice speaking English alone? By reading? Read out loud, read in silence, and that is going to train your brain, So let's just say you have a book. Please, like this, do not use very difficult books. Use very simple books that are going to help you practice your English without much difficulty, without much brain or mental effort, Use simple books. I'm going to make a video about books you can read to learn English, but as of now, I'm going to recommend children's story books, Children's storybooks are very good because they usually have simple language, and they expand or explore your imagination, So that is going to help you a lot because you're going to remember the story because you remember the vocabulary, and you're going to remember the vocabulary because you remember the story, and that's going to help you keep the words and sentences in your head. The next thing is going to be listening. Okay, you guys cannot get enough of listening in English. Guys, listen to English all the time. I know maybe some of you just don't have time. You have to go to work. You have to go to school. There's other things you have to focus on. But whenever you have the time to listen to English, do it. Do it. There's one thing I did. Hold on. Just hold on. These are called headphones, These are headphones. And what do you do with them? These are the things you're going to be using to practice listening English. If you have a pair of these, fine. But if you don't have a pair of that, you can also use those smaller earphones, to practice listening to your English. Or just use your phone. Listen to a podcast. Listen to a series, a TV show, whatever you're going to be listening to, but it has to be in English. Listen to the news in English. As you go do house chores, you clean the house, you wash your clothes, whatever you're doing, always have something in the background so you can listen to English. You can be inputting even though you don't have anybody to speak to, Put the TV on in English, put the whatever you can put in English, just have it in the background. And if you have to go outside, if you're, an introvert, you don't really have any friends outside, you don't have to talk to a lot of people, and there aren't many cars, just, as I said, just use a pair of headphones, or smaller earphones, or those earbuds, that are going to help you keep listening to English all the time. Even if you don't understand, that is going to force your brain, force it to, receive information and process information in English. The next step is going to be you're going to be using writing. Yes, writing is a very important thing. Although I don't do it as much, but I also practice. I used to practice writing in English for half a page, 1 page, 2 pages sometimes when I'm feeling very inspired, but usually I do not write a lot. But if you have the talent or the time or the inspiration to write something in English. What are you going to write? Write a summary of your day, write a story, be creative, I want to talk about my family. I want to be able to describe my family. I want to talk about a vacation. I want to talk about something. Just do that, write about anything you would like to. That is going to force your brain to, how can I put this? That is going to force your brain to be able to organize words and sentences to give to somebody else. Write as if you are going to give that paper to somebody else for them to read, So that is one thing. The other thing when you don't have anybody to practice with is, oh yes, you're going to use flashcards. So what exactly is a flashcard? A flashcard could be, some sort of piece of paper, a square, a rectangle that you have the word or sentence in English that you just don't know what it means. And then on the flip side or on the other side of the piece of paper, you have the meaning in your native language or the definition of what that word is in English still. I used to use flashcards a long time ago when I was learning French. I studied French for 4 months. 4 months. I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago. I studied French for 4 months because I wanted to get good grades at this French lessons I was having back at school. So what did I do? I used to make these because sometimes you just can't afford to buy flashcards, but or you just don't have access to them. But if you can, buy the sticky notes or flashcards, Let me just show you the sticky notes. I just forget. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back again. You call these sticky notes, and these are notes that stick to places, So let's just say you have a fridge, you have a window, you have, a stand where you can put these. You're gonna write something in English like, let's just say you just learned what the word train, to train. We're gonna write here, to train. I'm sorry if you cannot see from the screen. It's just not that visible, So you're gonna do this. You're gonna take it out. This is a sticky note. And then on the back side, you're gonna write, okay, what is to train? To train is to practice to get good at something, okay? It is to practice to get good at something. So you're gonna find a window, you're gonna find a place where you can, stick those things, like this. Sorry, it's not supposed to go in my forehead, but I just wanted to show you that these are very useful. You have a fridge, you just go on the fridge and you just glue them there and they stick. They're gonna stay there, something like that, So this is what you're going to be doing. So the next step after the flashcards is you're gonna record yourself. Okay? I do not recommend that you record yourself for like really long periods of time. Like maybe 5 to 10 minutes is just good enough. You're going to record yourself speaking in English about any topic you want, and then you're going to revise it. You're going to listen to yourself. You're going to identify the mistakes. You're going to identify the things you want to improve, and you are going to focus solely on those. And then you're going to record yourself again because you have fixed the mistakes. Okay? Record yourself. Your voice doesn't sound bad. I never understood this. Some people, they record themselves and they're like, oh, my voice sounds bad. I don't like the way my voice sounds on recordings. Listen, that is just you. You are the only one who thinks that. Like, nobody has ever told you that your voice is bad. So do not feel bad for that. Your voice doesn't sound bad. Your brain makes you think that it sounds bad, but it doesn't. So please record yourself, listen to yourself, and then re-record yourself for as long as you can. Okay. The following step is going to be you're going to use dictation. Dictation for something like something let's just say you're listening to something, you're listening to a story, a podcast in English, and it's very slow paced. It's not really, they're not speaking fast like I am at the moment. They're speaking at a very understandable, a very slow pace. So you're going to listen, and then you're going to try to write everything they're saying, or even type if you have a computer or, a tablet or anything like that, You're going to do what? You're going to listen to what they're saying, and you're going to write exactly what it is that they are saying. I have stories here on my channel that I read, but not so fast. So as I read them, you can also sit down and don't look at the screen. Just put your phone, put your headphones away, something like that, and then you just listen. Put your phone away from you so you can be able to hear but not see, or just use headphones so you can listen. And then you're going to sit down with your notebook. You're going to try to do what? You're going to try to write everything you are listening to. Okay. So the next step is going to be a sing-along. To sing along is to, listen to a song and sing as the singer is singing the song in the song. Sorry. Okay. So a sing-along. Try to sing along to songs that are not very difficult, songs that are, not very fast, but also not too slow, at a normal rate, I think I might be making a video about songs that you can listen to practice your English, but I have, children as students, so I often give children's songs for them to practice. But this is not, if you're an adult, don't do this. This is really, it's too childish. There's this song called, it's for children, again, for children. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. So this song is for kids. I teach them to, listen to it and sing along to it, So you'll find a song that you like and you sing along to it as they're singing. You sing at the same time, okay? The next tip and the final tip is going to be the mirror talk. Talk to yourself on the mirror. It's weird. It is. It's strange. Maybe you're just not used to it, and it's going to be a little bit difficult, especially if you have people in the house listening to you. But if you have the courage, or if you have any privacy at home, any private moments, sorry if you could hear any noise, any private moments, you are going to listen to yourself. You are going to speak to yourself in the mirror. Just get a mirror and speak to yourself. It's not stupid. It's weird at first, but with time, you're going to get used to it. I'm speaking to myself in the room here, and there's people listening to me on the other room, It's strange, but you have to get used to it. You have to keep practicing until you are good at it, okay? So these are the tips I had for you if you want to become good at English while you don't have anybody else to help you practice. Okay, again, be motivated. Follow the tips I have here, and you will never not be good at English. You will always keep progressing and get to where you want, or even become the best wherever you are. Okay, so follow the tips. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I will be seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye.